Not the best day of chess. We had 2 losses and a draw. We're back down to 17-24. Hopefully tomorrow can be a little bit better. Tomorrow was in fact not better at all. I lost 2 more games, bringing down my rating to 1707. Welcome back, everybody. I am playing chess until I hit 2000 ELO. This episode, I switched to a little bit of a longer time control, 15 minutes per side, and every time you make a move, you get 10 seconds back. So hopefully the time issue won't be as noticeable this episode. But more time gives me more time to think out my moves, more time to make better plans, and I think a longer time control is better for learning anyway, so maybe we can learn more. Who knows? Ingrain those patterns into our skull. Thank you guys for watching, as always. I appreciate it. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. You don't have to, but if you enjoy the content, be sure to like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, we are rated 1708 currently, and we're playing a 1746 from Estonia. I think this is my first opponent from Estonia. I'm playing a 15-10 game because I was getting into too much time trouble with the 10-minute games. So I'm thinking, you know, this could be a little bit longer of an episode. They always play this move. I guess because they don't want a bishop or something there, or a knight there. I'm not too sure. We have a lot of time to think about our moves now. So I'm going to blitz out knight c3. Okay. Maybe this move is to prepare something like this. I'm not too sure. Does he want to go here? I could just stop it, you know? And I feel like playing this a3 move also stops the bishop from coming in. So I play this, and he goes here anyways, and I take, and he takes. My rook is opened up. I play a move like this. Queen can't really come in because of the rook. This guy's feeling a little bit vulnerable. I could obviously do something like that, but I don't really think there's any need. If I don't do this, is he going to push anyways? Like if I just do a developing move, trying to castle, and he goes here, my knight would have to go back. I don't love that. All right. Show me why this move is wrong. Okay, he develops the center, or he develops attacking my center. The knight is defending it. I can't just play this move, right? And what if this happens? Whoa, chess.com is freaking out. If I play this move and this happens anyways, and I take, and he goes here, he's threatening to take the knight and win the pawn. This move could also be just to stop bishop c4, which is a common plan for white in these positions. Bishop c4, knight here, castle, queen goes up. Sometimes you want to even castle queenside. Probably not in this circumstance because of his pawns. So here I'm just worried about this. Wow, chess.com. Here, I'm just worried about this. Take, take. Should I be worried about that? I mean, I could always just play this move. Losing a little bit of a tempo. Could even play this move. Could even play my queen out right now. Looking at the f7 pawn. I don't really know what that accomplishes. This square or this square? Usually I like to come to this square to stop any knights from hopping in. Like this. To kick out my bishop. Which I think I'm going to play to e3. But the knight is not there yet, you know? So do I just want to do this? Let's go here. Lots of time to think. Playing Ismail. 56. Okay, he's just developing, like normal. This pawn is attacked. Right. And if I push it, comes to the center, we take. If I push it and he comes here, I just take it. Coming to the side, I just take it. So his only options are here or back if I push. And if he goes here, I take. He takes with, I mean, he must take with the bishop, right? Here, here, take, bishop takes. And then I castle, and his bishop is kind of weirdly placed. I mean, it kind of wants to stay on b7. I think I'll push. It's either back or this move. This pawn's hanging. Okay. So I think I will take. And now I will. If I castle, queen can't really attack me immediately, and I can always just defend. Okay, let's castle. I don't have anything like this. Would I want to defend this pawn? I don't think so, because the bishop comes in, you know? I could defend this guy, this pawn with the rook e1, and if the queen takes, I kind of have some discoveries, potentially. So like here, takes, I take. If queen went here, I could just go back. I think I will play this move. The bishop could have come out too, but I like this more tactical plan. Where do my pieces want to be? You know, my knight feels pretty safe here in the center of the board. Like, if my pawn is affixed here permanently, which I don't think it will be, but if it is, the knight's pretty safe. No pawns can push to kick it out. His knight could just challenge it, which is probably pretty good. I could play c3 in that position and take back and reinforce my center. I do always have the plan to sacrifice for 2 pawns, but I don't think that's viable. Where does my bishop want to go? This move seems flexible, but it kind of blocks in my queen. And my queen doesn't see the knight anymore. This move. I think he is going to castle this way, so maybe my bishop would want to look this way on this diagonal. Assuming this pawn is going to be removed at some point. What does he want to do here? I mean, I figure he just wants to develop here. Play bishop c5 and try to castle. I don't think he has any tactics or anything. I'm debating a couple squares for my bishop. Kind of just between those two. Yeah. Now, if he takes my knight and I take back with the queen, I don't think I mind too much. I could just reinforce it with the bishop. If I do reinforce it with the bishop, I no longer have that tactic. And if I reinforce right now, and he plays this, and I take it, I don't think there's any tactics. If I do reinforce the pawn, he may have a move like this. I can't take because I lose my bishop. So here. This move, he pushes a pawn, and I go back. He takes with a pawn. I could play check in that position. And it really doesn't feel like he has a good side to castle on. Here, take here. And I drop this pawn. Right. I could just reinforce the knight with the pawn. If I do that, the bishop can't come in because of my queen. I think I could also just attack immediately, but it's that same issue. If I take back with the queen, his queen is coming into my position. So I think this is an okay move. Defending my knight with a pawn. I do have to be worried if I ever push, then this c3 pawn becomes pretty weak, and the queen is looking at it. It's easily defendable, but it is a permanent weakness. But maybe I could push at some point, like here. Bishop goes back. If this bishop ever leaves, I could push. I'm not too sure. I still need to find a home for my bishop. e3, f4. This kind of challenges his bishop. But it does block the defense of this pawn, that tactic. Something like that does happen. Like here. I think I would be happy to see that. King could use a little luft. Okay, he does come out. I think I still want him to take me, so I could potentially reinforce my center. This pawn is definitely under attack now. This kind of runs into a pin, which I don't love. So what is he threatening here? Yeah, he's just threatening here. Taking kind of gets rid of that. Taking does get rid of it. So I'm debating between takes and this move. If I do play this move and he takes anyways, I take here, he takes. I take here, I'm hitting his queen. I think he's winning a piece there. No? I think he is. Taking is seeming pretty good. These bishops are really powerful looking into my position. And if I do take and he takes back with the queen, he has this battery, which I could play here, but then take, queen takes. I'm opening up my king. I don't know how bad that is, but I could play a move like knight back. And if he takes in the center, I take. And if he takes with the queen, I have that threat again. I kind of like knight back. And if he takes my knight, I'm just taking with the bishop. So knight takes, I take. Queen takes. I win my pawn back. And his queen is hit. What does he do there? I mean, he can threaten checkmate. No, he couldn't because my rook is on this file. Would he have tactics? Like here, 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 check. I take, check. I can go back. But then he's taking my bishop. But he lost his bishop. But he's getting 2 pawns. I'm getting 1 back. I'm getting a piece and he's getting a piece. I think he's still winning a pawn in that variation. But if the knight does take, I really don't want him to take me, right? Here. Oh, I would have this bishop move attacking the or pinning the knight to the queen. He maybe would have to defend with the pawn or with his bishop. That feels pretty good. If he takes, I just take back. The bishop kind of has no way to go back right now. So if I were able to attack it, okay. So he's obviously attacking my f2 pawn. If I play a move like this and we have take, take, queen here, I think I still have that same tactic. So here, take, take, the queen takes. I play bishop here. And his queen is hit. Where does the queen go? The queen could go like here. And I take his knight. Here, here, here. Problem is this comes with check. So I have to move my king. I could just move my rook back. Which is seeming... It's kind of seems like what I need to do. I would love to hop my knight back in here and if take, take, but he's winning the pawn. And we figured out this doesn't work because this comes with check. I would have to move and he's just winning a pawn. Queen moves after that. Somewhere. Not there, but somewhere. I feel like my only way to keep my pawn is to play rook f1. I don't love that I have to play that. But I didn't really see anything else. I really need to develop my pieces. The bishop doesn't really feel like it has a good home, though. I mean, it's doing a better job here on f4 than it is on c1. So if he comes in here, I'm not too worried. If he's hopping in here trying to attack my rook, that is a fork. So here, and if he hops in, I take the bishop. He has to take with the queen. Right here, he attacks my rook. I take the bishop. I think that is a fork. And if we have take, I may take back this way. Yeah. I Just take with the rook. Is the knight still going to hop in here? Probably move my rook onto a2. Try to reroute it. Maybe this move. Is he threatening anything? My king is defending the rook. So here, I mean, if he takes me, then like whatever. I think I'm okay with that. I'm just debating. This kind of puts immediate pressure on the knight to do something. But I like my rook on this file better because I can swing it over. But it doesn't ask the question. It kind of allows the knight to stay there. Do I mind though? Like if I do this and he doesn't take my bishop, I'm just developing. And the knight isn't really making any threats. It's just kind of there. Oh, this I take. And my rook would be hit. So I think I actually do need to play this move. So if he does nothing, I will take the knight and win 2 pieces for my rook. So I think he will take. Do I take back with the rook or the queen? Maybe I take back with the rook. And we may be able to push for c4. Pawn takes, bishop takes, rook takes. Okay, I think I will go ahead and get 6 points for my 5, right? So here, here, here. I think I will do that. Okay. Not bad. Let's do a game review. And hop into scene 2. It says I played with 94.6% accuracy. And opponent played with 80% accuracy. It says I played like a 2400. Opponent played like an 1850. This is what I needed. It says I had 1 mistake. So let's go through the game. Okay. Attacking the knight was a good idea. And then taking was fine. The bishop takes back, and then I castle. Okay. Queen attacks my pawn, and I play rook e1. I saw if the queen takes. I wonder how viable this is. It's... The engine likes bishop h5, actually. So if I do play this move, is that inaccurate? Queen f6. I mean, I am picking up the pawn. And then it wants me to play bishop f1. Just in defense of my g2 pawn, probably. But the engine in this position does like bishop h5. Queen c7. Wow, and then I take this pawn anyways. If he takes back with the pawn... I take the bishop. Nice. Yeah, that's a nice pin. Okay. Bishop comes here. And I defend with the pawn. Wow, look at this move. The engine wants knight f5. Attacking this pawn. And if he takes, then I have queen takes d5. I win the bishop. Yeah, I feel like we lost to a tactic the other day like this when we were playing the Carl Khan. Okay. Knight here. His best move is castle. And then it wants me to play bishop f3. Really? Bishop f3. But then if he takes... Queen takes f3. Isn't he just winning my knight? The rook in the corner is hanging. Wow. Plays a move like that. I win another pawn. Okay. But I defend with the pawn. It's still an equal game. And I go back. Okay, so this is my first mistake. Knight going back is a mistake because he just has castles. It's still like a pretty equal game, but it's giving black a slight advantage. I mean, if he ever takes... So my best move here is bishop d3. If he ever takes, I'm taking with the queen. So my best move here was this. And if he takes, I'm taking this way. Queen is defending. If he ever does... I mean, if he takes me here... Queen takes f3, and then the knight takes... Big blunder. Hey-oh, big blunder. The rook in the corner. Okay. Yeah, rook f1. It was kind of... It felt bad to play. But it felt like the only move. I think the other thing I was considering was this move, which I figured was a mistake because take, take. And then this came with check, unfortunately. I have to move. If it didn't come with check, I was figuring I could play a move like bishop takes. Yeah, like the engine likes bishop takes b5. So if it didn't come with check, this plan would have been good. Queen would have had to go to, it likes b6. And then I was even thinking about trading on c6, yeah. Probably takes back with the bishop. Okay. But we ruled that out. And then knight here was a mistake. Yeah. I mean, the opponent just blundered. What can you do? Gosh, I love it when my opponent blunders. I wish we could have had a little bit of a longer battle. It is always unfortunate. I mean, it's a little unfortunate when the opponent blunders. And then trading the rook for the two pieces. And then the opponent resigned there, I think, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm on 5 minutes and 24 seconds. And that was with the 10-second increment. So I would have already flagged in a 10-minute game. So I think I will stick with this for now. Just gives me a little bit more time to think out my moves and not lose on time. And playing a longer game and thinking out your moves is generally better for improvement. So I think I will stick with this for a little bit. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.